awaken, when in actuality all they're doing is pissing off the ancestors and allowing everybody to step up. This energy has been moving. This energy has been rising. This energy has been everything. Do you understand me? And this has been nothing but preparation. Okay? This is preparation for what is to come. There is more coming. I told y'all this before the pandemic hit, that something was coming. I didn't know that it was going to be a plague. Bitch, they gave us a plague. Who was ready for that? Not us. Right? But if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. That's what I say all the time. So I need to know who's been growing, who has taken this time to sit down and learn themselves. Learn their true, authentic self. Learn that we are spirit first. Learn that we have help in this world. Learn that we can't wait for people to do it for us all the time. Learn that we have help behind the scenes. Learn that we must now reprogram ourselves from all of the conditioning, all of the things that have made us feel that we were meant to be a certain way. We had to live a certain way. We had to accept certain things. We had to live by a certain code that was written by people that didn't want the best for us at all whatsoever. So now while we been sitting at home during this plague, right? We were supposed to be getting ourselves together. We were supposed to be finding ourselves. We were supposed to be finding our niches. We were supposed to be finding our ancestors. Let me tell y'all something. If I get one more person to ask me how do I contact or reach to my ancestors, I'm going to jump through this phone. I leave my lives up on purpose because there's always some information that's given in these lives, and you can fast forward through them because I know they long. I don't expect you to sit there through the whole thing if you don't feel so inclined to, but there's knowledge and there's information there. We always discuss how we had to go backwards sometimes to find ancestors, right? Your ancestors are not just going to walk in the room and say, hey, my name was Shirley, hey, my name was Joe, hey, my name was Bobby, what's good? No. If I say that you are the source and that you have to go and find them, that means get your ass behind the computer, right? Vital records of whatever state you live in, right? Certain places, different countries do allow for the online record search as well. I don't expect to hear from you, oh, I got to wait to talk to somebody spiritual to find somebody in my family unless you was adopted and it was a closed adoption. If I hear that coming from you, to me, that means that you're lazy and you never tried to look for them on your own. You know what that says to the ancestors? She's lazy and she never tried to look for us on her own. This is about self-empowerment. This is about independence. If you are setting yourself up to be dependent on another person's spirituality, their own spiritual gifts, to tell you all the answers about yourself, your bloodline, your people, your folks, your help, that's a problem. Who's the problem going to be for you? If I say that energy is the currency of the universe and you're not doing anything to find them, listen, I need y'all to clean your heads. Ori, wake up. Origio. Y'all got to do prayers to your Ori. Y'all want to go find out these Orisha. Y'all want your Oshun up the butt. Y'all want Shango up the butt. Y'all want everybody and everything else up the butt, but you don't want to find your ancestors. Why is that? What if Orisha's not your path? I keep telling y'all this. The person that's trying to sell you this is going to tell you anything under the sun if you do not look for your people on your own and have a foundation that stands in the middle of you and them and says, this is some bullshit, my baby's not going through this. If you allow for you, because y'all see people, ancestors. If you take it upon yourself to look beyond that, right, past that, skip past that and go and reach for everything else, and you have a hard road ahead of you, and I'm not going to keep telling y'all the same thing over and over again. People think that being crowned saves your life. It does not. You now have a crown on a stupid ass head. How about that? And that's not disrespecting the Orisha, because I'm not talking about the spiritual head. I'm talking about your human head that has not done the preparation or the elevation or the growth or the healing or the ego checks or the character checks or any of the things, the accountability checks, none of the things that you were supposed to take into account before you receive that crown on your head, because it makes it harder for you if you haven't done it. Okay? The people that sold it to you are not going to impart in you the importance of your character development. Okay? They are not going to impart in you the importance of your ancestral veneration and your ancestral elevation. Why? They got your money already. It does not behoove them to now empower your ancestors to now come in and start checking stuff, because they can still check it after the fact. My Orisha and my ancestors worked like gangbusters. Together. Egun and my ancestors work together like gangbusters. They have round table meetings hands and rat on us and tell Big Mama. Mama Dama, the Madamas will go and sit there and talk to the head of my family line. And I'm talking spirit. So if you think for a moment that you don't have to work on yourself and you think that these Orisha, these deities, anything under the sun is going to get you to a point that you have not pushed for yourself to fix yourself, you're just adding more stuff on your plate. Because once you get these things, you are held at a higher standard. So when your life doesn't get better, I'm telling you why. This is why. You haven't learned the character development. You skipped steps. You thought the way that you was living life was okay. Clearly it wasn't. You reached out for something that you thought was going to make it better in the first place. Although you didn't know, he who knows does not die like he who does not know. It is now your responsibility because you made an oath. You made a pact. And it is up to you to now figure out what parts of this pact am I responsible for. I have people, and I tell you all the time, my house, my egg bay, is of ancestral veneration. We do ancestor work here. We do spirit work. We do Egun work here. But because my trajectory is Ocha, and I've been in multiple Ocha houses, and my godfather is the Babalao, I have a gazillion Orisha, right? I haven't been crowned yet, and yet I have people that are crowned that come to me and ask me, how do I do X, Y, and Z? Which to me is insane, but it is what it is. If I have that Orisha in my house, you think that I'm going to listen to somebody say, oh, you're not crowned, you can't tell them. I got that Orisha in my house. I work with them. They deal with me. They're in my house. You think and this is another thing that bothers me, when y'all get these warriors and y'all get these elegwas and all this stuff that comes traditionally, you should have a prayer that comes along with that. You should know your upkeep on how you deal with them on a weekly basis. You should know the things that they require. You should know what's required of you. You should know all of that kind of stuff, right? I had somebody say, oh, if you're not crowned in Ocha, you're not supposed to be able to throw Obi to your elegua. Then why is he in my house? I can't throw, if not crowned, I can't throw Obi to Oshun, because she ain't talking to that. I can't throw, but to Elegua. If I wasn't supposed to speak to and or communicate with him, they wouldn't have made me take him home and do the whole process of receiving him, the whole everything of receiving him. I would have always had to go to my godmother at the time, or my godfather at the time, and have them read their legwas and talk to me. They wouldn't have them come home with me if I wasn't supposed to be able to talk to a legwa. It behooves you to find out. That was one of the first things my godmother gave me in my very first Ocha, my second Ocha house. The lady who gave me my very first Elegua, who put the corales on my neck, who put the elekes on my neck, who gave me the warriors, who did all of that stuff, was like, she gave me, it's a 42-page pamphlet on how to read Obi, and classes on how to communicate and talk to your Elegua. She was like, you're not going to be calling me all day, every day, asking me 1,000 questions when he's sitting in your house. You're going to learn how to talk to him. Now, when you get stuck and you need more, he's going to tell you to come talk to me anyway. But in the beginning, that's your relationship building time with him. You're supposed to be able to talk to him. Him. I didn't say the rest of them. I said him. He is the gatekeeper. He's the one you got to go through to get to the rest of the Orisha any goddamn way. So why not talk to him? You think he can't answer a question for the rest of them? You think he can't carry a prayer to the rest of them? If you have him in your house, that's what he's supposed to be there doing. He ain't there to eat candy and trickster. And no, y'all don't even understand the energy that comes from behind this, because y'all don't understand the energy that you're supposed to be putting into it. If you have one house, Ile, Munaso, Egbe, and everything is in house. Palo, Ocha, Santissimo, Espiritismo, everything is in house. Nothing is from outside of the house, and you've never had a conversation about your ancestors in all of the divinations and readings and everything that came up. Nothing, not one word about your ancestors has come up ever. Houston is a